And welcome back to part 6 of What If Goku Were Adopted by the Briefs. You'll notice, by the way, with the What If, I finally figured out why they don't have that little edit button in your playlist manager anymore, because now you can just do it a different way. Quite frankly, I don't like it that way, but you can do it another way, so I was actually updating the playlists. And unfortunately, some things got lost in the fray. I did add the most current What Ifs to the What If playlist, though. So the Inanna Teen 7 one, this one, they are now like the first and foremost on the What If playlist. But yeah, and I finally updated the Naruto and Dragon Ball Z playlist after so long. But yeah, so that's the thing. Until then, though, until then, I was about to say, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. That was a great short What If. Not even a minute long. Shortest one I've ever done. No, so last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Raditz had been convinced to stay, and even Goku had even said, "All right, you can stay with me, with my family, my place, but you got to keep in line, otherwise, I'll have to be the one that is responsible for stopping you." And they're basically training for Vegeta and Nappa. So just to recap, So just to recap where power level wise everyone is, Piccolo's right around 10,000. Krillin has managed to get around 50,000. Tien's around 30. Yamcha's around 15. Chaozu's around 3,000. Rad's around 60, and Goku's now at 200,000. But there's also some interpersonal stuff we need to talk about before we get to the actual, good juicy bits. So while they've been there, what's the relationship been like with Rad's Goku? Like with everyone? Well, Rad's isn't going to change overnight, but he does get to know these people a little bit, and garner some respect for all of them, especially as martial arts and as warriors and fighters. As they're saying, that's one of the big things he really appreciates. Obviously, his brother, he's proud that his brother is as strong as he is. Oh man, sorry, I messed up my arm last week, and it's kind of starting to really come to a fray. I think I pulled a muscle or something, a tendon, whatever. So it hurts a bit. That's all. But anyway, so I just blanked on where I was. I was stretching my arm out, and I blanked where I was. So yeah, Raditz can respect them as warriors. Specifically, like right off the bat, Krillin was far stronger than he was, so he immediately had a little bit of respect for anyone who could go toe to toe with him. Of course, everyone was stronger than he was. Even Yamcha was to some degree, but Krillin specifically and Goku were both well beyond his actual power level, and he had a lot of respect for his brother for getting that strong, especially where he actually started at with basically nothing. And Krillin, surprising, I think Raditz and Krillin kind of started a nice little friendship. Not a nice little friendship, but there's a good little bit. It's kind of like a good rivalry you'd have with someone. So Krillin and him, would be duking it regularly. He also gets to know his nephew. Now, luckily, this Gohan isn't such a coward or anything like that as the original one, basically a kid. This version is melded between Gohan and the best parts of both of them. The nice humility of Gohan mixed with the, brash, outgoing energy of Trunks without the spoiled brat nature, thanks to Chi-Chi and thanks to other people being there. So he does get a chance to know his nephew a little bit. He can respect Chi-Chi saying, that he needs to know not just to fight. Because Raditz was the smarter brother. Let's be honest, Raditz was smarter than Goku. He was just more intelligent. Now, whether or not that's the case down the line, you can make an argument that maybe Goku was smarter ultimately, but probably not. Now, Raditz was ultimately the more clever of the two, the smarter older brother. He's not a genius or anything, but the fact that he comes from a race of people who knew how to go from travel to planet to planet, had advanced technology, he can give insight into some other forms of technology. Indeed, he can. And this is kind of what endears him to Bulma a little bit. Like, Bulma wants to learn more about, the Saiyan technology, things along those lines. Goku hasn't had much exposure to it, but Raditz clearly has. And Raditz used this opportunity to get to know Bulma and, try to put the moves on her. Yamcha doesn't like this, but unfortunately, what's Yamcha going to do? At the point this really starts to happen, there's no way Yamcha could take Raditz at that point. That being said, Goku, even though he's not the big brother to Bulma or Raditz, is still Bulma's brother. He just looks at him at one point says, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do." It's like, oh, come on, Kakarot, she's your sister. Adopted maybe, but your sister. Come on, you can't give me that kind of warning. and so they start to form a bit of a friendly bond. Like Rad's actually interested in like this capsule corp technology. Ingenious. And, they share, tidbits of information, get to know each other a little bit. Now, obviously, he's still a brash Saiyan warrior, so he's still not going to endear himself to Bulma that quickly. Hell, I think it took Vegeta a couple years to do that. But he's definitely someone who's a bit more civil and probably the more humble of the three between him, Rad, Nappa, and Vegeta. So he'd be able to, admit when he's wrong a bit more often, things along those lines, because Saiyans are tied to strong women, and she's clearly a strong woman. So eventually, the day arrives when Vegeta and Nappa are supposed to show up. So they're ready, they're waiting, they're keeping their senses open. Surprisingly, though, they haven't shown up. And this is they should be here by now. I wonder what could be holding them up. And so Goku just said, "We'll keep our guards up. We'll keep watching. But we can't stay up all night. By the time they get here, we'll be exhausted. So we'll take shifts. And for the next week, they've been taking shifts, like day to day, waiting for them to show up. Like, where? Are you sure these guys are coming? I don't know what's going on. They should be here. Something's amiss. Something's wrong. All of a sudden, then they sense the power levels. And Rads can tell, in Rads now having the ability to sense power levels over a year, because if Vegeta could do it, and within less than that time, then there's no reason that Rads can't do it either. So, Rad senses this has got to be them, but this can't be them. Why? The power level. It's so much greater than before. What do you mean greater? And then, they show up and they land say, "So this is Earth, huh?" "Indeed, Vegeta. Look how boring it is. Oh, look. I'm picking up something on the scatter, Vegeta. There they are. Kakarot and Ratits. We've been looking forward to this meeting, haven't we? And let's take this somewhere else. Fine. I don't really care where we do this. Nappa, let's go." It's like, right. And then, they all meet up. Even Piccolo meets up with those. "Oh, Piccolo, you decided yours." "Yeah, what of it?" But Rads immediately just calls him out like, "What did you do?" "Oh, what do you mean, Ratids?" What do you mean, what did we do, Ratids?" "You don't bullshit me, Vegeta. You know exactly what I'm talking about. How are you this much stronger?" It's like, "Oh, you could pick up on that. That's right. You could sense out. I figured you'd be able to sense out energy, given you've been hanging out with these guys. Before we kill you, you'll have to tell us how you figured that out. But of course, that's not what I meant. Or how would Red? What would Rad say exactly? I know what he says. Like, cut the crap. Crap, and answer me. I suppose it's only fair to give a dying man this last request. You see, you really think we weren't just listening on the other end of the scouter? No, of course the scouters can pick up the information of another scouter, so long as you have the proper code and know where to put it in. So of course we scanned the information left by your scouter before it was destroyed. Power level of over 21,000. That's even more. And then Vegeta suddenly gets in a bit more of a gruff, not have move. That's even more power than I had. But fortunately, me and Nappa here made a little use of our lovely Saiyan biology, and you know what that is. Say it gets close to death, they'll become back even stronger. So me and Nappa decided to do a little bit of impromptu training. Impromptu training. Well, it was more me blasting him in the gut, him blasting me in the gut, and then healing back up from that. But you get where I'm going with this. You made use of. How could you just do something like that? Well, it really was what my pride at first said. No, train, get there. But then realizing that, no, not for someone like you, Kakarot. No. So here we are. It wasn't worth the time or the wait, so we rush jobbed it. So we did a rush job on it. Now, where does that put Vegeta and Nappa at this point? Well, I would say that Vegeta's right around his second Zenkai, or his first Zenkai on Namek power level, around 30,000. Nappa, and this is all full power, Nappa around 15,000. So they are definitely coming in at a much stronger level than what was initially thought. Yeah, don't worry, Rats. They're strong, but they definitely are a lot stronger than you were telling us. But they're not going to be that. Shouldn't be that big of a problem. Excuse me, Kakarot. What's that? I was like, yeah, you guys are strong, but we can take you. So I'm going to give you the same opportunity I gave him. You can either maybe chill out with us, hang out, and everything will be cool, or not, and you can just go away. Either way, you don't want us to fight. I mean, I love it. I'd love the challenge. It'd be great, but it really wouldn't be a fair fight on your part.
Oh, someone's. See, I figured that power level wasn't your limitation, Kakarot, but you really think you could take me on now? My power's around 30,000. You really think you're that much stronger? Let's find out then. Nappa, you can take care of the pipsqueaks. I get Kakarot.
Right, Vegeta. All right. Green man, hairy, big haired man, bald man, short bald man, shorter bald man. Which one of you wants to be my...
And then Yamcha and Piccolo just boom.
Oh, all right. That was a lucky shot right there.
Let's try that again. Then Yamcha and Piccolo decide to take him on. They weren't really working together. They're just working in tandem with each other. And they're giving they're giving Nappa all he can handle because really Nappa is suppressed at the moment and Yamcha's stronger than him suppressed. And even at his full power, Yamcha's still stronger than him. So they are duking out strong and hard. Eventually Nappa goes full power and they're pushed back until eventually Tien just comes and is like, all right, this is getting annoying. This is getting ridiculous. And he just smacks Nappa, beats the living crap out of him. Meanwhile, and then Tien, I think, just goes, Shin, Gekko! Poof, and just takes out Nappa. Nappa's gone. Now, meanwhile, with Vegeta, what was going on there is like, so, should I take you on first, Raditz, or you, Kakarot? Like, look, I don't really know the guy, so you seem like you're kind of wanting this more than me, Raditz. You can have it.
Are you serious, Kakarot? Really?
It's like, yeah, no, you have him, buddy. It's all right.
It's like, oh, joy! This is going to be so cathartic. And let's see what you got, Raditz.
And then Raditz just powers up. Now Vegeta at this point is just taking the scouter off. They don't need him. But it's like, let's see what you. And then Raditz immediately just completely lays into Vegeta.
Oh crap! Oh god! Ah, son of a bitch! Ah!
And then just throws him in the mountainside. Damn it! You said around 30,000, right? Well, Bulma was able to rework whatever little bits of my scouter into the system. We were able to get a good gauge on our power levels. I'm worth about 2 of you, Vegeta. I'm worth about 2 Vegetas. And Kakarot here, he's worth almost 7 Vegetas.
Yo! Oh, you think you can mock me like that, huh? Huh? You think you can mock me, you son of a bitch? I am the Saiyan Elite, Vegeta!
And yet you used an underhanded method to get to your power where it is. Instead of, just relying on good old-fashioned...
Shut up! Gallic Gun! Fire!
Just charges it up. Now, remember, charging up his Gallic Gun does get Vegeta's power level up to quite a considerable more amount. I'd be willing to put it between 30... I'd be willing to put it around... 45,000, which even Raditz has to, brace for that.
I'll tell you what, Vegeta. I'll tell you this, and only one time. And, what's that? Past?
Meanwhile, Goku's just like, wonder if I step it. Nah, Raditz got this.
Keep your eye on the birdie!
Then just blast right through there, blast Vegeta up into the atmosphere, and
damn! Then I'll just turn into the mighty Ozaru.
That's right. Then turns into the Ozaru, because they didn't destroy the moon in this version. It's like,
no, Raditz, you're mine.
And Raditz is even like, oh, crap. Oh, yeah, come on, don't just look at the moon, Raditz.
I can't control my Ozaru form. I'm not like him, Kakarot.
I may have gotten stronger overall, but the Damozaro form is the Great Ape form. I have no control over it.
Ah, darn it. And then Goku just honestly presses that. Now, someone brought up a good point about something that I didn't really consider because I almost never think about it because it only shows up in the one movie. Goku tapping into the energy that gets stored in his necklace for the flux waves shouldn't the reason it works for Broly is because he doesn't have a tail for the Ikari form. So it should, in theory, turn him into the ape form, but you can make the argument for the Ikari form as well. The ape rage boost form that Broly goes into. Ultimately, I think I am going to go with the Great Ape form, though, only because Goku does still have his tail. If Goku didn't have his tail, that'd be a different argument then. Then I think we could go into the Ikari form argument. But for now, we're going to go Goku has his tail. Great Ape. So Goku just, basically activates it as Vegeta's about to lay in the rest. Poof, an arm just, reaches out and grabs Vegeta. To be fair, Goku could still take Vegeta in his ape form because Goku's power is 200,000. But Goku decides just to prove a point.
So you think you can take me now, Kakarot? But there's no way a low-class lawyer like you could control your...
And then Goku just boom, 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 boom.
Then you
son of a... And then just grabs him and just boom. Vegeta just blasts him in the face. Goku's just staring at him.
What is... That's not possible. How are you doing this? There's no way a lowly monkey like you, low class like you, could have the power to control his ape form like me.
And then Goku just... Goku at this point more or less has control. He just still can't form words. And, he just charges up in a Kamehameha in his Great Ape form. Like, damn. And it just blasts, one point blank blast straight at Goku. And Goku just kind of, and he lets go. The Kamehameha is like, Vegeta tries to go for his tail and rip it off. It's like,
there will be no ape. No, I shall be the one who beat you, Kakarot, not you beating me.
And, Great Ape Goku's out, struggling to, stop him doing it. All of a sudden, what? No! And then Raditz is just the one who cut off his tail, just, no. Oh, God. And then, you just see Goku staring down at him, lording over him like the beast he pretty much is, just... Now, I could kill you right now, Vegeta, but my brothers taught me something about mercy. It isn't just for the weak, it's for the strong as well. So I'm going to grant you it, Vegeta. I'm going to grant you mercy. So leave, knowing that Raditz and Kakarot, two low-class Saiyan warriors, but not even worthy to lick your boots, were the one to bring your pride to a shattering doom. Now go! Now go while we're giving you the chance. And Goku transforms back into his ape form. He's like, you heard the man, Vegeta. You heard him, Vegeta. Get out of here. Or next time we won't be so nice.
Damn it.
He knows he can't beat him. So he's just... And all the other Z Warriors are there also. And, quite frankly, Krillin easily could take Vegeta, even if he was at peak form. TM is at least as strong as Vegeta. So, and they pretty much took out Nappa without too much difficulty. So ultimately, yeah, it's Vegeta's just like, damn it! And he just gets his shit, calls it,
this isn't over. Don't think you've seen the last of me.
And it just hightails it out of there. Do you think he's really going to come back? And Rad just goes, probably. I mean, that damn pride of it's going to kill him one day. So basically, Vegeta goes off to lick his wounds, which aren't as bad this time. Let's keep that in mind. His wounds aren't anywhere near as bad. He didn't get the crap kicked out of him anywhere near as bad as he did in the original, but still, he did get the crap kicked out of him. So, excuse me. I apologize immensely for that. Acid reflux. It sucks like hell. Think straight here. We're finishing it up now.
So Vegeta goes off and hightails it. So what do we do now?
I recommend we still keep training.
Vegeta will come back. He'll probably come back stronger.
Not that we can't take him, but there's a chance he could also bring Frieza here. If he brings Frieza here, I can't guarantee what will happen.
As strong as we are, we're still no match for him. Even Kakarot, for all his power, might not be able to take him off. Probably could not win against Lord Frieza. Whoa, he's that strong?
His strength is incalculable.
Awesome, guys. You heard him. Let's keep training. Yeah.
So, everyone, keeps the training up, preparing for the inevitable day that Frieza could show up. Meanwhile, Vegeta's licking his wounds, gets healed up eventually. Zenkai, when I see, right around here is when the Zenkai started to get really absurd. But that was also because Vegeta took a serious amount of damage against the Ginyus. Like, he was near death. So this one's nowhere near as bad. So I'm going to go with the standard kind of general. I'll put him all the way up to 40,000. I think that's a really good number to keep him at. But, he hears about, where's Frieza? Why is he on Namek? He's looking for something called the Dragon Balls. He heard about from a nearby planet. I don't know what a Dragon Ball is. I don't have time at this.
So Vegeta goes off to be in his own kind of dude's training and all that. Meanwhile, Frieza's trying to get the Dragon Balls on Namek. And that is where we're going to leave him off for right now. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. And like part 6. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. There'll be a who would win tomorrow and maybe a worst to best. Till then, later, folks.